Hopefully that is everything sorted out. Sounds good. Is Twitch working? How's everyone doing today? Where's my audio coming through? There it is. Okay. I had a random window open in the background. I was like, why am I hearing myself? Sounds good. Got enough snow? No snow right now. Okay, let's get caught up on the chats here. So just give me a moment to respond to messages here. Steel, how's it going? Don, Sora, all good. Pretora, Don, you're sitting here trying to figure out cooldown abilities. Such a mess. Really, don't use Ox2Bat anymore. Photonic Officer plus the personal space trait, the Boimler effect. Those two will pretty much cover most people now. And if you have the Ilios console, that also helps. Bridger, Jay, Mac, Ethereum, Mark the Chief, Neothamist, Dizzle, Jansen, Warp Core. Howdy, folks. Yeah, I saw your comment on the podcast. I just figured that was the appropriate way for me to introduce myself. There was howdy, folks. Spencer here. No, so Waldo, how's it going? Evrod? Neothamist, the slight delay was because I reinstalled Windows on Wednesday or Thursday, and I completely forgot until 5 minutes before hitting the start button here that I need to set up the multi-stream capability so that I could also go over to Twitch. So I had to go and quickly grab that add-on and get it set up. No coffee though today. Kat, Stuka, August, Mac, Cheops, how's it going? Dano, Ken, Spider, when does console get the new traits deslotted content? Terrible. Now, we didn't actually get any snow from the recent bit of snow that went through the US. It's just been cold here. There's a little snow outside, but not that much. Beard's growing in nicely. Yeah, it's getting to a point I'm gonna have to figure out where I need to clean it up. Definitely right here on both sides. Definitely need to clean that up a little bit. Michael, Findan, Ramsman, yeah, it's crazy you guys got more snow down there than we got up here. Waldo, even when they fix the issue, I don't think it's gonna. I think the damage has been done, and we're gonna have to fix it. The question really boils down to then, how are they gonna make up for this? Because there's a lot of people frustrated for good reasons. Dark Eddie, how's it going? Yeah, I think we'll probably see the announcement blog for the anniversary this upcoming week. Any guess as to when the anniversary giveaways start? If the anniversary drops on the 21st, then this Tuesday. If it's the 28th, then the giveaways would start up on the 21st, or right around there. Snow, what is the strange thing you talk about? Terrible. Any ideas what the anniversary ship might be? I wish I knew. No store ship sale? Oh, do you mean the 3-pack of the T6 coupons? It looks like that just didn't happen this year. or during this holiday break. Yeah, Michael, I mean, honestly, some people would, a bunch of us here would be very happy to get like a coupon, you know, for like 75% off a Muds bundle of our choice. We'd be very happy with that, but realistically, you'd have a lot of people upset at that also, because there'd be people upset that the thing that we're getting to, you know, as an apology is to get us to spend more money on the game. Garth, I mean, who knows? You know, we'll find out in a couple weeks. How many ships am I expecting or estimating in the 15th bundle? Four new ships, then a premium ship added in as a bundle exclusive. Marashi, thank you for the follow. The beard suits you well, thank you. Ramsman, you're using a Keychron K2 HE SE, and it is the best keyboard you've ever used, better than the Q1, Q5, or Q6. Yeah, the Hall effect technology looks interesting, but I can't justify spending 150 to 200 bucks on another keyboard right now. I bought enough keyboards from 2020 through 2023 to last me a very long time. Yeah, Michael, indeed. Indeed. Okay. So let's get the game open here. I've set the so I picked up a Stream Deck, and unfortunately I forgot to reset the or to like back it up, but I've tried to set it up in a way that would be helpful for like just doing stuff. So I got a bunch of my apps there. Those two are for nothing. Then you know, all the STO stuff. But I got it set up so I use the standalone launcher, and I can just hit a button on this and it'll put my password in and then hit enter. It's pretty handy. Yeah, all in all, I dropped a bit on upgrades for like the streaming setup and all that, the YouTube setup with the with between Black Friday and the holiday break there. Gambling? No, probably no gambling right now. Toma, you're new and your fleet has been watching your YouTube to learn the basics. Yeah, I'm glad to help. And there's going to be some more helpful guides also popping up throughout the year. I felt a bit bad about this, but I had some videos I wanted to get done this week, but sometimes you're just not in the right mindset, and I have found that when I'm in not the right mindset, it's best to just not try to force it. Just been busy, been hectic IRL, so just getting stuff sorted out, and I had content I wanted to get done this week. The content is still going to happen. It's just I did not want to force it and put out content that I didn't think would be as good. You've been hit with 3 ads? Did they get messed with? Hold on. Oh, yeah, hold on. I loaded the wrong preset. No, I was up last night, chaps. You tried to join voice. You tried to join voice, chaps. You know I was awake at that time. Yeah, if I'm gonna put a bit of time into trying to make a really polished video, I want to be able to give it the like the effort, the mindset that it is going to need to execute it well, rather than just try to force something that, yeah, it gets the point across, but I just don't think would be as good. Did they fix the traits? No, the traits are still messed up. I haven't fixed mine yet. Yeah, well, Cheops was in voice a week or so back, and he's like, you know, you guys have been mispronouncing my name. It's not Cheops, it's Chaops. So as soon as we all started, well, as soon as I started saying it, and I think a few of the others said it once or twice, he's like, no, go back to Cheops, please. Regard, how's it going? My problem is when people start talking consoles and chip traits, I glaze over like a Krispy Kreme. That's why I try to put, you know, when I'm doing the builds, like when I've done the build videos recently, I try to have the pictures of them up there too, because I know some people are going to be better off just looking at what's up on the screen and instead of listening to what I'm saying. That's why I tried to do it in a format that, you know, is going to be able to cover both ways there. And you finally got your complex plasma Delkina set up. Nice. Very nice. 30 keys? Yeah, that's pretty damn lucky. Documents, how's it going? Would it be possible to make a build that could be used on console STO, please? I mean, that's pretty much just an energy weapon build, like without worrying about uncon. Will the trait bug break your traits even after you fix them? No. So once you fix your traits, like they'll be fine to what you set them to. The issue is that your loadouts are pretty much you cannot save the traits with your loadout, and all of your existing loadouts, the traits you had saved with them, you're probably gonna have to go back through and fix them once they've got this, you know, sorted. So if you have a lot of loadouts on a bunch of ships, that's not going to be a fun time. Everything else with the loadouts works. It's just the traits, and you don't waste your time trying to go back through and save them all, you know, right now, because they just don't save. Tribble still broke. Tribble is fixed. The Tribble was updated with the most recent PC patch a couple hours before PC was. Yeah, and it was a really quick turnaround on this one because we recorded that last Sunday, I think. Spencer, is the Galore viable? Any ship can be viable, Warpcore. Any ship in this game can get you through any content the game has. It's really just going to depend on how you build the ship and how you pilot it. Yes, they are most certainly aware of this bug. We saw them in game, you know, putting out announcements the other day. They are aware of it. They're communicating. That is already a step up from what we typically saw, you know, back from Cryptic. So the communication has been better. I just hope we get a patch early next week that fully resolves this. Though, unfortunately, I do believe that the traits, any of the loadouts we had, are probably going to have to be redone once they get this fixed. Oh, the combat map? No, that's still broken. Johnny, how's it going? Dawn, they do, but those are both limited uptime. Yeah, for bridge officer cooldown reduction, you want things that have like really high or permanent uptime. So for cooldown reduction, there's a personal trait called the Boimler effect. This is from the Lobby store. It's also really cheap on the exchange, typically 50 to 60 mil. And that is going to give you a chance, 17.5% chance whenever you hit a bridge officer ability to reset all of your bridge officer abilities to their minimal cooldown. And then you can use that alongside something like Photonic Officer, That's going to just, give you some passive cooldown reduction. And then there's the Ilios console, the custom power matrix. When you have any of those modes active, that's another 20% right there. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, if you're brand new to the game, 50, 60 mil does sound very expensive, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to the prices of everything else on the market, 50, 60 mils, not that much. Tim, they have not. I mean, you keep in mind, 50, 60 mil, that's basically 5 master keys. Then that still is expensive. But compared to the prices of other things in this game, Squidman, how am I doing today? These ISO mags are trolling the crap out of you. Yeah, the re-rolling on those can be quite annoying. God of Rage. I'm probably going to cover this in an upcoming video, like my hopes for 2025. But one of the big things is with the duty officer system. There's at least 10 of you here that already know where I'm going with this. The system supports up to 8 active space and ground active duty officers, but we only have 6 slots available to us. The issue with aux to bat is that you need aux power for the Fleet Power Network Array console. So if you mistime aux to bat and like a large aux bat, then you're getting nothing from Fleet Power. T5 is fine. Yeah, you can get through like all the story content with the T5, absolutely. I mean, the trait thing's happened a couple times now. This is not the first time it's happened with this game, and it won't be the last, most likely. It just is. It's a bug that just randomly creeps its way back into the game every couple months, isn't it? Bill, how's it going? I'm way behind on chat. Yeah, Phil, I've heard from a lot of people that they're just not logging in until the issue's fixed. Yeah, we're still gonna have to reslot all of our traits, Mav. Spectre, how's it going? Dan? We also need more DOF bank slots. Dano, I talked about this on the stream a couple weeks ago, but when you look at the ships that are not in a MUDs bundle or in a different bundle as an account-wide unlock, and you're looking for something that is potentially TOS, TMP era themed, the Mirror Warship just seems like a really strong option to me. It's not guaranteed that they're going to do that, but that would make the most sense out of what the remaining options are. For a free-to-play starter setup, aux to bat, yeah. But the issue is, as soon as you get the Awani console, it starts to struggle. Seabreeze, how's it going? Do I foresee myself doing a new and improved best traits for Pew Pew and Ties instantly ships? I've thought about it. Need some more T5 ships? I don't think we'll ever see another T5 ship. I am going to do a red alert quick, and I'm not going to bother to fix my traits. So here we go. Yeah, well, that's standard for the 2-week long red alerts. Yeah, We saw a lot of these 2-week red alerts in, was it 2023? I don't think we saw as many in the later half of last year. North, how's it going? I don't know, Mac. I really don't know. Yeah, I think it might be a good idea for me to just try to get something out on that topic here. The server in these has not felt as good in the past 2 days also. I don't actually have NetGraph open though. Turn it down to 70 and see if it's still bad. Avrod, you have 7 to 9.5k Zen to spend on the anniversary, and I wonder if this amount will be enough. So if the upcoming anniversary bundle is priced the same way as the past couple, you're going to be looking at a base cost of 17,500, and there will be an introductory discount of 25%, meaning that you would need right around 13,125 Zen to be able to pick up the bundle with the introductory sale. With future 35% discounts, which could happen, you know, who knows when in the future, you'd be able to get it for almost $20 cheaper, but that would be a way out. I am using the Ilios console, yes. I don't think I hit everything in that just because it was a red alert. Aaron, thank you for the follow. I have something that I want to show you guys. So, I was working on a video the other day, and I am not done with it. Dan, thank you for the 40 bits. Very much appreciated. Just have to wait for this to load in GIMP. Yeah, I mean, console's got a 35% bundle sale right now, right? Okay, where's the other one? I'm doing a tier list of like the best specialization combos, and yes, the icons look a little janky because I had to upscale them with Topaz Gigapixel, I think it is. They were just too small otherwise for the thumbnail, and yes, the American Worker does look a little funky there. Oh no, so the videos about specialization combos on ships, like, is it best, you know, what is the best combo to have on a ship? American Worker Intel, Pilot Command, you know, stuff like that. And I'm sort of wondering, do I need to change the wording on this and like specify specialization combo tier list, or if I do it as specialization combo, is that going to confuse people and think that I'm talking about just the specializations overall? I think that's probably going to be an issue, isn't it? Intel Pilot for PvP then? Terrible. This way it sounds too generic. Why am I not a fan of Fire at Will? I mean, I have used Fire at Will. Ship specialization tier list. fastest way to level a ship patrols, yeah. If you have good deeps, you can do like Argala on elite in one go, and that'll level a ship up. Otherwise, you can do ninth rule, rescue and search on advanced, one pass, and you're typically good. Yeah, the 12th bundle for SAD is certainly worth it if you want that on multiple characters. Um, specialization combos. Okay. Get this fixed. And yes, the icons, I can't really do anything about that. It just, so are we thinking ship? Something like that? Like it's, you see where it's sometimes with the thumbnails, it can be a little bit tricky. Best. Yeah, so that's one option, or there's that many popping up for you, Neothamist? It's a full on tier list, so let me find. I hated myself doing this the other day, but I went through and yeah, like so I've got, let me zoom in on this. I've got all of the specialization combos for like a commander and then a lieutenant commander secondary or an ensign or lieutenant secondary, because that does matter quite a bit. Um, so it's like a tier list going through all of those combos. I am currently using GIMP. Yeah, GIMP is what I'm using for making my thumbnails currently, but I also I do have the Affinity software. I just need to learn how to use it. Yeah, I have the ads set, so they shouldn't be popping up for you. Yeah, it's a tier list basically going over all of these and, you know, just putting them like S tier, A tier. This is for the ships. For the ships. Okay, so let's try. Make this white here. Does this consider what the, no, it's literally just looking at like what is the commander spec and then what is the, you know, the secondary. Yeah, I think this looks like it'd be better. Add some. There you go. Yeah, well, it was fully automated for the ads placement. Why does it look like pilot is high? The icons should all be lined up. Just overall. Like, I would be talking about what specializations generally work best for everything and all that, too. Yeah. That's a good idea, Chips. I don't know. It's just something I'm looking at, and yes, the icons do look rough because of the upscaling. David, how's it going? This is purely like this is just purely for like space, like for ships. Like, what is the best specialization seats to have on a ship? I don't know. Let me save that. Anyone else have their keybinds disappear? I mean, I haven't noticed keybinds disappearing. Super, how's it going? I'm missing the red arrow for the algorithm. Terrible. I mean, there is ground combat in this game. It's finding whoever undercut me. Whoops, thank you for the follow. Bridger, you mentioned something about having a 27, and I realized I was one of the people undercutting you. The gaming veteran? Oh my goodness, I don't visit in a while and your face was attacked by a tribble? Yeah, pretty much. Let's see the new Earth space stock. I mean, let me go to a character that I don't mind the traits being screwed up on. Yeah, I think when I put my 27 up, the one I was undercutting was 980. The lighting on the interior, it's just too bright in here. Yeah, just a little too bright in some parts of the map. Lazarus, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, the map, they've done a good job with it, and you can see the that lovely Enterprise F over there. That's sweet. They actually have working elevators over here. I never noticed that before. Yeah, the specialization icons change based on the faction. Yeah, New ROM Command is still my favorite map to go to. It's just all really compressed. Do I have anything here that I want to get posted on the exchange? I guess a couple R&D packs. Um, yeah, well, Lazarus, that's because it's not giving you global crit chance. It's giving you weapon crit chance, weapon crit severity. So those will not display on your ship stats because your ship stats is your global values. Um, Black. So to train up your bridge officers for other specializations, you need to go and on the skills window, hit that bridge officer to go to the skills window, train the specialization. You need to get a specialization qualification, and these you can pick up off the exchange. You can also craft them. Um, I don't know if I can craft any here. This character doesn't have any specializations developed enough, so you could just look up qualification on the exchange under the specialization you're wanting, and you can just buy it that way. It's the same. The Twitch is CasualSAB. Yeah, so you buy a qualification or you craft one, you use it on your bridge officer, and then you can just there will be a drop down for you to choose what specialization that bridge officer has. Terrible. Yeah, I mean the exterior looks really good. Absolutely. Also, I like that I've been pretty much just chatting the entire time, but I've got my dailies done for the game already. The only daily I actually had to do was the red alert. I don't need to do endeavors anymore, thankfully. Alan, how's it going? Ramsman. I went through that grind for a long time. I could still do them to get the endeavor boxes, but I just I enjoy not needing to. How many instances of this are there right now? 5? Basically 4, and that fifth one has 3 people in it. It's a good amount of people here. Lost. Thank you for the follow. Sci-fi. Missed the winter event. Oof. Getting tired of reslotting your traits already? Yeah. So, I mean, the trait C-slotting, it's not the first time it's happened, and like I said earlier, I don't think it'll be last, but I can deal with it. Yeah, I mean the map here looks good. You've got the LTS portal still over there. And it's the top or like the top left of the map still has McKinley Station, isn't it? Still you can still come over here and get pictures with that if you want. Like they've done a good job with the map here. Oh, indeed, Dan. It is good to see them spaced out a bit because you've got some all the way over on the other side as well, where you can go to get some better pictures. Yeah, Mars over there, and then Jupiter over there. I don't think my current ship is going to fit in here. I mean, a Sulabon cell ship with the version with the tentacles here, so it probably ain't going to fit very well. Yeah, yeah. That this ship is a bit of an awkward shape to try and use here. Or screw it in, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they got everything spaced out really well here. The design of the map is really good. I did notice, and I see it here too, when I was looking at this on Tribble, you have to get a bit close for all the lighting to show up on ESD. Like there's a line of blue lights here, and you see you have to get a bit close for that detail to pop in. My graphics settings are maxed out, so... Yeah, everything's maxed out. I mean, it looks really cool. I did a close-up look of it back in December, and it just, you know, there's been some additional polishing done. Endeavor did a nice demo record video of this, and I think Martin has as well, so you get some really nice close-up shots. But the lighting here, I think that's really cool. Billy, how's it going? So remember, the anniversary itself will drop before the bundle. The way that we've seen it the past couple of years is that the anniversary update, the new content, would drop at the end of January, and then in the middle of February we would get the actual bundle. So just when the announcement does come for the 15th anniversary, just be aware that there is a bit of a delay for the actual bundle to be released afterwards. Don't expect it to drop at the exact same time as the update. Yeah. Terrible Chadwick. Poor runabout. Yeah, I saw it. Oh, I hit something that put me inside. And I did notice too, when your ship goes in through some of the ports, it's loading you in at a turbo lift instead of over at the transporter. That's a nice change there too. Nubs, what should we get started? What should we start doing right now to prepare for the anniversary? If you want the first day, if you want the first day of the event done, you know, instantly, what you can do, at least what you've been able to do in prior years, is play the preceding story mission, but don't turn it in when you finish it. You could play it right now, you know, go through, play, what is the episode? I haven't actually played it yet. Situation Under Control. You could go through, play Situation Under Control, and then when you get to the end of it, when you have the window pop up to give you rewards, you just close out of it. You don't claim the rewards. That will sit there waiting for you to turn in, and then when the anniversary event starts, typically one of the ways that you can get your daily progress is to turn in, you know, or to complete a story mission, either the new one or the preceding one, and then you can just turn in the preceding one then. And that's your first day done right off the bat. Now they could go out and not do that this year, but that's what we've been able to do for the past couple of years. Yeah, I mean, if they do that again this year, then in theory, you could go through right now prior to that if you just really wanted to bet on that. You could probably go through right now, do that mission on, you know, 15, 20 characters, and you'd be able to just go in one day. I'm going to log into this character and, you know, finish that, turn it in. The next day, repeat, repeat, repeat. You could probably already have like a lot of your progress banked up now. Now, that's not guaranteed that they're going to do that, so I'm not advising you go play that story mission on 20 different characters right now. I'm just saying that's what you've been able to do for the past couple of years. Are the devs aware of it? I don't think they care. What are other must-haves from other reputations that I use? The competitive rep engines. Yeah, the competitive rep engines, and then it usually just boils down to some of the space rep traits I use. Hello, see? All the troubles. Yeah, you're playing the game regardless, so it's not like it's an exploit. Absolutely. The Terran weapons are good, yeah, if you're doing Phaser or Disruptor. Just want to actually complete Anniversary event, 8 years on Still, and haven't been able to complete a single one. Master Dude, how's it going? Lorca, it depends where you're at. The Lorca console, the Dark Matter Quantum, I would say if you're doing a budget build to like mid-range performance, like that set still has use. And let me define mid-range. Under 1,000,000 DPS. If you're doing under 1,000,000 DPS, you're probably still going to be benefiting from the Lorca, Dark Matter Quantum, you know, that two-piece on your build. When you're pushing above that level, you probably have access to some higher performance gear, and you can look at, you know, taking it off, swapping it out for different things. But, you know, realistically, most people are still under that 1,000,000 mark, so most people would still benefit from Lorca. Michael, yeah, the performance gaps are just insane at this point. The performance gaps, especially in the DPS scene, it is just so wildly different. I don't know how to phrase it all. In this day and age, would I at all recommend Aegis, Solnate, Iconian, or the Soul sets? Basically just budget. They're basically just budget. Like, if you're like brand new to the game and that's what you have access to, then go for it. Yeah, and exactly, everyone. So yeah, if you're at that like more entry to mid-range level where you may not have all of the really high-end gear as well, then yes, that is going to do well. If you're a Fall junkie, then DMQ. Now, I did see something earlier about me hating Fire at Will. Um, I actually have flown Fire at Will quite a bit in the past. I even flew it again recently, but I don't hate it. It's just that the way that it currently is in the game is not good. It needs to be better. I legitimately I have a character named Make Fall Great Again. And that character's been named that for many years. So I don't hate Fire at Will. I want Fire at Will to be better than it is. It just isn't good right now with the uptime on it. You can still I say it's not good. You can still get through everything in the game with the Fire at Will build. The issue with Fire at Will is the uptime, and there's no good extender trait. So you've got, with every other firing mode, you have 10 seconds of uptime, 5 seconds to cooldown, and with extension traits, most of those can pretty much close that gap to, in most cases, give you permanent uptime. But with Fire at Will, it's 10 seconds uptime, and then another 10 seconds of cooldown, so 10 out of 20 seconds uptime, and you can use some extension traits to clear up 4 to 5 seconds of that. You can also technically do ETM to get that to almost 100%, but it's nowhere near as simple as what it was back in the day. You can still do 5,000,000 DPS with Fall. It's super effective. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think I might still have that video. What day did I do that? Yeah, the Aegis shield visuals are good. Yep, for sure. Like a week or so back, I actually did take the fire at will record just for fun. There's plenty of room for improvement, so let me just find where it is. I might have posted it under ship builds. January 2nd. Okay, let me find this. Yeah, so I think this is the current fall record. The Ariori Juggernaut again. This was just used because I didn't want to screw with the loadouts on my Legendary Avenger or Vod Jug, and I didn't really care about the Ariori, so I figured it was just an easy ship to sacrifice to the fall. Yeah, but I mean the performance capabilities in one of these high end coordinated environments is so far out of touch with the way that most people play the game that you can't look at it and think that you can replicate it. This is a different game basically at that level than what most people are actually playing. You know what most people experience when they go into that map. You know that was a run under that was an infected elite in 26 seconds. And there was some mess ups on this one. So yeah, 5 mil thaw is very doable. And for this run, I just used the Starship trade off the Lamar Starfleet Hopefuls to give me better thaw up time. So I had thaw 1 for the first 20 seconds and then thaw 3 for the final 10, except my fire at will 3 misfired. So the end bit there was without fire at will. I would I change anything else with thaw other than getting a proper extension trait? Um, I think the big thing is it really is just the uptime. Just a simple way to have uptime without needing to have a torpedo on with ETM. Just something I can slot it and I have good uptime. That's it. And you can also take the Mirror Strike Wing Escort, and you can put a FOB build on that. Mara was doing that in I think hit like 1819, doing solo ISCs with a FOS setup. So I mean it is doable. The setup that I had on the Ariori, that was again a supported run, so it's not something you should copy one for one. But that is posted over in the builds Discord if you did want to look at it. And yeah, I did have the Pavin Omnion, the Plasmatic Biomatter turret, also for mixed armament synergy. But that just does a lot with the plasma setups. But yeah, that setup specifically was tailored for really high-end environments, and if you're not playing with a team that can do infected in under 30 seconds, don't expect to be able to replicate that build one for one. You mean it's not a pug? No. That is the furthest thing from a pug you can have in the game. Back when procs were per shot and fall was king, yeah, that was a fun time, Michael. I want to try out the Iconium 3-piece on my carrier. Does it proc per cycle or shot? Are you talking deflector core shield or deflector engine shield? Like, are you talking that, or are you talking some like the actual like weapon set? I have Ico on this character. Well, those builds, Deflector Shield. Um, I want to say that that is probably per cycle. The only thing that's better than keys is promotional packs, but those are not currently available in the store. Those are a limited time thing that you can buy in the C store, and those have a chance to drop promotional ships. So when there's a promo pack event going on, those will offer a better Zen to EC conversion than Master Keys. Mara, how's it going? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this 3-piece is per cycle. I don't know. I mean, it could go either way, but 5% doesn't mean it's going to have better uptime. I'd say the elite fleet equipment is still it's still very effective. It's still, if that's what you have access to, then that can still be very effective. The fleet colony deflector is still really popular. Am I going to go through my build in that stream? Is it solo viable? The Ariori Juggernaut, that is entirely a support focused setup that I had on it for Fire at Will. For just regular gameplay, I don't. I mean, you can try to translate some parts of it over, like using plasma with the complex, but I think you would just take the Mirror Strikewing Escort and just swap that over to the dual beam banks, slap Thaw on it, and pretty much just go at it with that. Mara here has done really high numbers with the plasma Thaw on the Mirror Strikewing. Yeah, the friendship I would say is going to be better for your Fendan. Yeah. Indeed, Chadwick. Though the fleet weapons, they're not really worth it nowadays. Like they just don't do anything special. I guess the K13 ones have the visual effect, but aside from that, just nothing great. Yeah, the colony is used for that. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's nice. DROM command is just a really nice compact hub. It's why I prefer it. The fleet maps take a while to load. It is never your computer with a fleet map. It is just that they take a very long time to load. There we go. Does anyone on the KDF side need a KDF Starbase fleet map invite for Elite Pets or anything while I'm here? But yeah, the fleet weapons, especially like the elite ones. Oh, damn it, you have to be close. Um, The issue with these weapons is you're losing a modifier for the proc, and that's just another 2.5% chance proc. That's not really worth it. Use a Fed side one. Okay, I'll get you in a moment. But yeah, the elite fleet weapons are just not really worth it. Yeah, they stop at elite. The ones that you can get from your fleet starbase are the best you can possibly get. Yeah, let me swap over to the Fed side. I can get some invites out over there. Yeah, the dual disruptor rifles, those are cool, yeah. The colony ones were really good at first, and then they nerfed them. I'm gonna leave the thing up here so you can see how long the load time is. Yeah, if anyone on Fed side needs a Federation Starbase invite for like Elite Fleet pets or anything like that, just drop your character name at handle in chat, and I'll get some invites out. It will take a moment for this to load, though. That loaded really fast. I can't believe how fast that loaded. Okay, who needs invites? Drop your character name at handle in chat on the Fed side, and I'll get some invites out. Yeah, server's having a day. Are there any non-meta ships that I miss or actually genuinely liked before they were? So this is an odd one, but the scimitar very much is one. The scimitar is still technically like the top DPS ship in the game because it's the only ship that you can do the Thaleron Pulse ability on. But Thaleron Pulse, it's so incredibly niche, so complicated to do, nobody does it. I'm sending out maps to a Federation T5 starbase for elite pets if anyone needs it. No. So the Scimitar, I just think that aside from Thaleron, the ship just hasn't aged that well. The Mo guy, we did get the legendary Valdor, and it's an okay ship, but it just didn't live up to my expectations. I used to also really enjoy some of the other Romulan ships, like the Arcala, the Arkeef. That was always really cool. Um, the Delan, that was also a ship that I enjoyed using back in the day. The Aileron runs are in such their own category, yeah. Yeah, if you look at an ISC split run, you know that's done in under 30 seconds, and you think that that's unobtainable for you to do, the ailerons are a level like the aileron runs are 10 levels above that. Yeah, those ships are still fine. Absolutely, the Scimitar, the Valdor, the Delan, you can still get through any content with them. They just didn't. They haven't aged well for what I like to do, or that they have aged out compared to the competition for the extreme high end stuff. There is no bad ships. There's only bad builds and bad pilots. Did I finish your sentence there, Mara? Yeah, no problem. Anyone else need a Starbase invite? That right there's got to be a shirt, right? There's no bad ships, just bad builds, bad pilots. So some merch ideas right there. The Romulan or whatever the name, yeah. Some of the Romulan ships, I just really love the visuals of. I mean, they're not good. You know, some of those T5 mirror lockbox ships, they're not good, but you could still get through them. Like, if that's what all you had, you could still play the game through them. No. Should see me trying to fly torps now. Terrible. Okay, so before I hop off this map, does anyone else need any fleet map invites? Drop your character name at handle in, and I'll send you a fleet map invite for the starbase, so you can grab your elite pets or whatever. I broke my scimitar recently. Made me very sad. And that reminds me, if anyone else needs an invite, drop your character name at handle in chat. I've got something to open. So while you guys, the box fell. The box fell like a foot and a half, and one of the top bits on the scimitar broke off. I'm just gonna have to glue it back on. Okay. Oh, I know. At G Servo, I'm gonna need your character name as well. If you're in game, I can just look that up. Oh.
Volunteers for transport escort should report to operations.
Just bear with me here. Oh, I don't actually have it set up on OBS. Damn it. Let me see if I can add this without restarting OBS. Hopefully that worked. Damn, I don't see it on the list. I have the Stargazer that arrived, but I cannot. I messed up and forgot to have the app that I use, so I can use my phone as a camera. It's not actually installed on OBS, and it won't show without restarting, which would end the stream. So we'll just do that the next stream. The loadouts are still messed up. Don, no problem. I would not go for spread right now. The pen modifier at a beginner to mid range level is still fine. The pen modifier does start to fall behind a crit D or damage mod when you're in environments where you have more than 140 debuff. but realistically, most people are not. Most people doing story content, or that don't run type 7s, they're not going to have anywhere near that type of debuff. So I think the pen mod is still very good for most players. Yeah, Mara, indeed. Yeah, the loadouts are still messed up, and I suspect we probably won't see anything until next week. I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. It's frustrating. I understand it's coming in at a time where there is a lot of just general frustration with the game, because of the lack of content. But I think within the next couple of weeks we're going to see a bunch of that clear up. Um, the 15th bundle, I'm hoping drops and is a strong update so that people are happy with it. And yeah, for this issue, I think it's bad timing. I hope they do something to make up for it for the people that are frustrated about it. It is quite aggravating needing to redo all my loadout slots. Not going to be fun. What Michael has said earlier is they should give us a coupon for a Muds bundle. I mean, I'd be happy with that. Give me a coupon for 75% off any Muds bundle of my choice. I would be happy with that. But no, I don't know what they'll do. And given that the giveaways for the 15th are, going to be starting up in the next couple of weeks, they may not do anything. If you want top DPS, go Protonic. Terrible. Yeah. I'm curious to see what the Arc Royal ends up being. Oh, did I miss something from Cheops? I bet the 1 million loadout man known as Michi disagrees. Now, Michi said he's really happy. He enjoys the opportunity to correct all of his loadouts. The bug motivates you to record your builds. Yeah. I mean, that's another benefit. Hey, post your builds on the builds Discord. Then if you need to in the future, you can just reference back to what you put there. Will be a fun 5-hour session. uh yeah. Firebrand, how's it going? I think in my rebuilds I might forget to put EPS on. Oh, I see how it is, Cheops. I see how it is. That's really toxic of you. The good thing is your EPS ability is still on your tray. It's only your traits that got reset. I'm gonna just go around see if I had any stuff. So Kitchen Witchin, thank you for the gifted sub there. Very much appreciated. I logged in 3 times before I realized the SC had been updated. Yeah, the ESD map, the station and the soul, it just looks so much better now.
Hey, hands off the hologram.
I do aggressively avoid the soul system though, just because loading into that map is just so much slower than every other map because of how many people are there. Same for DS9 at this point. I just like being on the lower population maps because you can load into things faster. You miss being able to fly around the earth? Interior of ESD makes you realize you may be a Riemann. I did see on Reddit something you could use like the original lighting. Let me go show. $39 CR is where it's at. So in your settings, so you can turn lighting 2.0 off, and that apparently is making it a bit better for some people. It's still a bit bright, and you want to have lighting 2.0 for other parts of the game. But I mean, if you wanted to turn that off while you're on this map, that might help a little bit. Just to tame it. It does. The old lighting looks terrible. The old lighting looks terrible. Is there anything I'd recommend from the Kelvin Timeline equipment besides duty officers? Even the Kelvin Timeline DOS are not particularly amazing. The Vengeance, you know, that's a good ship. Some of the other Kelvin's ships, I like the Talaru. I think that's really good, but I guess not really. Look at you getting the facial hair in, starting to look like a lumberjack. Have devs left any hints as to a potential new storyline arc this year? Not that I've seen. I mean, there's one on console right now, Firebrand. We'll probably have one before the 15th if they follow what Cryptic typically did. What other bases can we use for quick access to bank, exchange, etc.? So Starbase 39 popped up there. There's a few others. Let me go to a different character here. Yeah, Cheops really likes the Dyson Joint Command. The one over in the Delta Quadrant, that usually does not have many people on it. Let me beam up here. I don't think that's going to happen. And I think that entire thing with lower decks has been very, very overblown from everything that I've seen so far. I mean, I took a quick glance at it, and just as like people are reading way too much into this. No, it's terrible. Stay away from there. Yeah, K7, Drozana, I know. Nick NB. Drozana is usually where he hangs out. He's got an Orion character, and that's one of his ways that he farms EC. Same for X2.
To any ships in range, this is
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Discovery, but I do not believe that's what that last episode of Lower Decks was intending to imply. Look, Starbase 39 over here. You know, it's from the older days of the game. Very old map. And it's still got an interior similar to the old ESD. Like the really old one. I mean, you have to run a bit to get over to the exchange area, but I mean, it's all right here. You got bank, mail, exchange all together. Your shipyard is literally right next to it. Like, if you're looking for a quiet map that's got everything compact together, I mean, this would work. I do miss the old ESD map sometimes, just from a nostalgia standpoint. The new map is much better. But it would be nice to see the old ESD interior, somewhere else in the game. Just some random old station. Missing a tailor. I mean, it's possible. And no security officer to convert contraband. Terrible. That's a great name, Lost Archives. The issue with fleet maps is that they don't stay there when you leave them. If nobody else is on the map shuts down. Yeah, I know there's an Iconian mission that has the old ESD map, yeah. There's also, yeah, K7 down at the bottom. Very long time ago that I was on the station, yeah. I'm going slow. Transwarp 13. Can I get down there faster? Evan, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the entire thing is just drama. Have we heard anything yet on when loadouts traits will be fixed? Not yet, no. I think that it's a priority, but it's gonna take a few days, I imagine. Tulabon Bridge is the only base of operations you need. Yeah, and I mean you can put that on every ship now if you have it. Yeah, K7's another one where like this is an older map and it's got everything as well for the most part. Rachel, how's it going? Yeah, I mean you've got the shipyard here. You've got your shipyard stuff here. You've got your bank, mail exchange. Like this has pretty much everything you'd need. It's an older map too, so I mean, if you're just nostalgic for that older Stowe design, it's still here. Let's not forget Club K7. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, this is just a nice, quiet map. Yeah, there's not going to be politics in zone chat. You go really old and go to Defara? Oh no. Yeah, you got Club K7 here. I don't recall the last time I was over here. Turbolift Lab. Oh my. Yeah, this is an old map. My okay, there's a total of 4 other people on this map with me, so yeah, you're looking for something quiet. Quiet that has access to it's got a security officer for contraband turn-ins. You do have a tailor over here too, so yeah, I mean K7, you're looking for something you're looking for something quiet that's a hub that has everything, then this would work. The KDF has an equivalent. What is it? Gonalda? Yeah, I saw that comment from Warpcore. You responded before I could. Ronaldo for KDF, yeah. You got the lift to the admin office. Yeah, this used to be used for some story missions. I don't know if it still is, to be honest. Yeah, this is from very, very early on in the game's life. Michael, that was a very fun, very, very fun April Fools. I literally I had someone get so mad at me about it. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see some expansion, some random NPCs that are putting us on some random side quests. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. There's so much opportunity with this game. Yes, it is an older engine, but it really does have just tons of opportunity. And you know, hopefully over time with Deca, we see them start to take advantage of some of those opportunities. It always felt like with Cryptic that, you know, for a lot of us playing, it was very common to feel that there was a lot of missed opportunities. K13 is quiet because it's a fleet map. Drozana and Deep Space Nine and ESD are the places where you probably want to be careful with zone chat. Drozana, it's a hub for
Welcome to
some RP players, but not your standard RP players. The ones that start with an E. Yeah. Yeah, you've got the wonderful console over here. I did an April Fool's video a couple years ago over on the Tribble test server. On Tribble, this console has access to a bunch of materials and resources exclusively on the test server, so you can use it to get like Infinity C stuff like that. I did a video over there, and I opened a bunch of Phoenix packs. Over on Tribble, every Phoenix pack you open goes to an epic. So I did that as an April Fool's, standing on the console that like is only lit up when you're on the Tribble test server, and people bought it. People were freaking out. People were just going nuts. And when they realized it was April Fool's, the amount of hate I gotta find that video for you guys. Here we go. And I gotta make sure that you guys can actually hear it. So let me change the audio settings, because by default my Firefox will go to a different audio output. Let me know if this is too loud. Hey folks, Spencer here, and today I just want to do a variety of things. And the first thing I want to do is show off this brand new opening spot that I heard about on ESD Zone chat. They said if I go over to Drozana and I stand on some weird console over here, that if I opened Phoenix tokens right over here, that I would have really insane luck. So I am going to give that a shot today. So this console is, well, here it is on the map on Drozana. It's, I don't know how to describe it. It's over here by some tables. It's glowing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I have 60 Phoenix prize packs that I'm going to try to open here. We're going to see if the people in the EST Zone chat were right for once. I doubt it, but, you know, we'll find out. I only have 60 packs here. This is like $5 worth of Zen to get, you know, this amount of packs. So will I be able to get an epic token out of my $5? Let's find out. The first box gives me an epic token? That's crazy. Guys, I think ESD Zone Chat may have actually been right for once. This is I feel like I need to get some more money into the game here and get me some more Phoenix packs. This is crazy. I don't think I've gotten anything other than an epic token so far. What is going on? Out of the 60 Phoenix packs that I had, I just got 60 epics. Guys, this is the spot right here. You see where I am? I am on Drozana. I am standing over here on this weird glowing console. You know, let's see what this console even has. The ESD Zone Chat people told me that this was a really special console. So let's take a look. What does it have? It's got tester packs. What are these? Man, 12,000 marks and 500 of the elite token? Whoa. Is this like this for each reputation? Boy, this console's got it all. It's got everything for all the reputations. What is this? Dilithium, salvage, expertise, and energy credit pack? It just gave me a ton of energy credits and salvage and XP. How many times can I claim this? It just lets me claim it over and over again? You know, look guys, it was fun to show this all to you, but yes, I got a bunch of hate for that. Because there were people that believed it. They could not believe that I would do something like that, like as a joke. They could not process it. So yeah, that was a fun one. People legitimately got mad at me for that. Well, the title for the first like hour or two didn't have April Fools in it. So I had to add that afterwards because people were like going just absolutely nuts. Thin skins for sure. Which one is the best to set your bridge officer? So that's going to depend on what your ship has, what seat you're putting it into. For instance, you know, I have a command seat on this ship, and I can only use, if I want to use a specialization in that seat, I can only use command. So you just need to make sure the bridge officer you're putting in there has that specialization trained to it if you're wanting to use those abilities in that slot. Krogana, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I really do think people should be patient. I think it is unfortunate. We've already seen more communication, you know, regarding this issue than we would have previously seen. The thing with Stowe is if you want to be able to enjoy this game long term, you have to be patient, and a lot of people don't like being patient. It is an extremely frustrating experience to go through the loadout issue again with all the traits being screwed up. That's going to eat up a lot of time for a lot of us, but it's frustrating, but I don't think it's the end of the world. And I think based on the reaction that Deck is hopefully seeing, they know that they need to make sure that this never happens again. That there needs to be some additional, QA checks to make sure this does not happen again. They've had the lesson. Now they need to, just take what they've learned and make sure to not repeat it. Yeah, indeed, Michael. You just got to be patient. You just have to be patient. Indeed. You know, if you've been around in this game for a long time, you know, it'll take time for some things to happen. This isn't, this isn't like a big AAA game, with hundreds of people working on it. It takes time for things to happen. And, they're clearly aware of the issue. They were literally in the game sending out that announcement message saying, "Hey, we're aware of this. We're trying to get it sorted out." I think you just got to be patient, and it is a very frustrating experience, especially for Michi. Though I think Michi's actually enjoying it. I don't believe he's very frustrated. I think Michi's enjoying the opportunity to redo all of his loadouts. Yeah. Do I think this means they'll finally fix the loadout system? I hope they put some serious time into it. Um, Black Man, that depends on what the seat is on your ship. Like, if you have a ship with a miracle worker seat and you want to put the bridge officer in the miracle worker seat, it needs to have miracle worker. You want to put it in temporal, it needs to have temporal. It depends on your ship and what the seating on your ship is. If you have a seat that is miracle worker, you can't use temporal abilities on it. You have to use the specialization that seat has available on it. You don't have the ability to use different specializations on a specialization seat. You are locked to what the ship has. I've been doing the streams once a week. I am thinking of upping to twice a week. I'll probably be streaming a lot when the anniversary bundle drops in the middle of February. I'm almost thinking of. I'm still debating how I want to approach that, but I'm thinking a few streams that week. Um, what is the best Klingon ship to fly for a Klingon that is not a Federation ship? The Disco D7 Merc Worker Flight Deck Carrier is pretty good if you have access to that, but that is a promo ship, so pretty expensive. The Legendary Bordeskiew's fine. The Legendary Vorchow's fine. Like, a bunch of the Legendary ships are good, and then there's some good Klingon ships in, like, promo packs or lockboxes. Yeah, I don't know when the actual anniversary update's going to drop. I figure the 28th is the most likely date, and unfortunately that entire morning I'm probably going to be out cuz my mom is getting she's doing a knee replacement surgery. So I'll probably be out most of that morning. Freedom, how's it going? Yeah, the issue is, Krog, I mean, that if you want to go in the C store for Klingon ships, um, it's a bit rough. Some of these ships are just the like KDF equivalents to the Fed versions, like the was it the Koof? I gotta find it here. I probably scrolled past it, but the yeah, this thing is just the Miracle Worker Gagarin, basically, just in KDF form. So, like, that'd be a fine, like, entry level ship. Yeah, the charge is good. Thank you. I hope the new MUDs isn't assigned. Well, the issue is, okay, when it comes to MUDs bundles, is this MUDs bundle what everyone wanted? No. We all want the Mirror Warship, the Crossfield refit. We all want those in a MUDs bundle. But the issue is for the devs, there's a bunch of older lockbox ships that they still need to get put into these types of bundles. And what that means is that there's going to be more bundles like this. This isn't the first Muds bundle that was mediocre. It's not going to be the last. This is a good Muds bundle for someone specifically looking to get the Edel Gun account wide unlock, or that is interested in those other ships for the theme. But it's not for everyone. It is a very niche bundle. And, you know, honestly, for most of us, timing-wise, I'm sort of happy to not have a really, really high value Muds bundle right before the 15th anniversary, because that means we can have the money ready to go for the 15th anniversary bundle. You know, I understand there's a lot of frustration about this bundle, you know, and I would say when it comes to Muds bundles, if one drops that you don't like, then just ignore it and move on. Like, I saw some people posting some negative comments about the devs, some that were a bit offensive, and it's just like, why? Like, there's no reason to go out and attack the devs because you don't like the Muds bundle. Someone out there likes this Muds bundle. People out there have bought this. Martin, for instance, he bought it, and I know that there were a few others interested in those ships for the theme purpose. But, you know, it's okay if you're not the target of a bundle. Someone else is. And someone else is going to be happy with it. You can save your money. Use it on something that's of more interest to you later on in the future. Lonnie, thank you. Martin buys everything. Martin, thank you for your continued support to keeping the servers up. Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of people that have bought this bundle that had good reasons for it, that are happy to have, you know, to have gotten it. So not everything needs to be a product for everyone. You know, sometimes there's different niches that they want to market towards, and while you're not happy with this, someone else is. And when a bundle drops later on that you're interested in, those people may not care about that. So, you know, that they just put things out that target different parts of the player base, and this Muds bundle targets a different part of the player base. It's fine. Just be patient. We're eventually, it's just a matter of time until we get the Mirror Warship, the Crossfield Refit, some of those other newer, more popular ships in Muds bundles. Just gotta wait. Or just get them from the event campaign. Oh, no. Everyone shares my interest, obviously. I was watching a video the other day. Hold on. I'm going to put a link to this in chat. But I thought this was interesting, from Tim Kane. It was, do gamers know what they like? It's something that I feel is often relevant for a lot of Stowe conversations. Can I imagine how some folks would react if a Muds bundle aimed at PvP came out? Yeah, it wouldn't be of interest to most people, but for the PvP community, they'd be all over it. And that's fine. It is fine for the devs to release things that target different parts of the community. But I think this video from Tim Kane, if you have some time later on, it's 14 and a half minutes. It's an interesting conversation of, you know, do gamers actually know what they like? We all think we do, but often we make purchases that don't line up with that. I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting video. Worth checking out if you have some time later. It also goes over, he has an interesting discussion too of like how to actually like give appropriate feedback, you know, to a developer. And I very much believe that that is something that a lot of people would benefit from listening to. I like what content creators tell me to like. Oh no. The negativity in general, just that there are things to be negative about, but there's still a lot of positives. We are in the past half year especially has been a slow point for the game with everything going on, but I think given the situation that was going on, the dev team handled it the best they could. They gave us a bunch of free ships, which I think did keep people motivated to keep logging into the game. And I really, I think they've probably dumped a ton of energy into this upcoming anniversary update. And if it succeeds, I think a lot of this negativity that you've seen in the player base will probably like evaporate overnight. As soon as people see that there's actually new content coming in again, all the people that have been complaining about the lack of content, that should be over, hopefully. Do I think we'll have a new lockbox soon? Most likely. Lockbox trick doesn't work on console. No, that was April Fool's. That was an April Fool's video. The Phoenix trick isn't real. Don't do it. You finally hit 361k DPS on your main Romulan character. Nice. Yeah, it's just a bit rough at the moment, but mostly fine overall. Yeah, that was just an April Fool's. Any idea what the theme of the lockbox might be? No idea. Lockbox theme would be more interesting to think about. So we just had a bunch of lower deck stuff. We've had Prodigy. We could probably see something from Discovery. I mean, Discovery Season 5, we haven't really had that content covered in the game yet, have we? Thomas said Discovery Season 5 was coming, so it's probably 32nd Century Breen stuff. Yeah, I'd love to have that big Breen ship. There's Maul and Locke ship as well. There was... Oh no, I'm reading these comments. What is this Discord message? I'm scared. My Discord is on the wrong monitor, so let me black the screen out for a moment. Oh no. Terrible. Too soon for Section 31? Yeah. Yeah, because they'll do Disco Season 5 stuff probably here for the first bit of the year, and then have they done Strange New Worlds? Like how much of the second season have we seen from that yet? We seen anything at all? Maul and Lock ship, maybe another pilot raider? No. Thankfully not, Mac. Orion Devar. Okay, so we did get some. Generally, if everyone in an elite TFO is able to do like I'd say around 150, 200k DPS on their own, that's safely carrying your weight in the TFO. My credits are going. Oh no. Yeah, 150k ISC is pulling your weight rating. Yeah. I think having 150, maybe a little smidge more than that, like 200k, you're able to handle your portion of a TFO. Any idea when section... I assume you mean Section 31? Isn't that coming in the next couple of weeks? The new movie? Strange New Worlds uniforms? January 24th. I actually just realized all this time and I haven't even opened the damn weapon packs. I've just been so focused on responding to chat. I feel like for the streams, for these Q&A type streams, I need to almost have them like the Q&A format where it's just me on half the screen and then the chat on the other. Oh no. Need to clear out some more of these weapons. Okay, more simulated beam rays going up. I know I posted some of these last time, but if anyone wants some cheap Mark II ones, they're going up for $250K a pop. Enjoy. Uniforms with clipping issues. I wish I could just like bulk post items from my inventory. Like just go in, select all these and put them up for like $250K a pop. Make my life much simpler. Yeah, I got some weapon packs to open, so enjoy some cheap assimilated plasma beam rays. They're nothing fancy, but if you're looking for a cheap weapon set, then there you go. What they said recently about the what I saw on the Star Trek subreddit was someone involved said it's that the only concern they have with it is it's not the type of Star Trek that most people are wanting, because most people want just more TNG, and they said it is not just more TNG. So it's not going to be for everyone. You're probably going to see some rage YouTube videos about it. Well, no matter what, you're going to see rage videos about it because rage content just gets the clicks right now. Okay, that is all of those. Now I can open more weapon packs to get more of them. Yeah, it's a movie. I thought I had some others right there in front of me. And this user interface for opening weapon packs is such a pain. You have to open the boxes one by one and go to the selection that you want. All the Infinity Choice packs, all these weapon packs like this, they all are just frustrating. Bandy Shield on the first one. Two Vandy Shields. No Ultimate Plasma Dual Heavies. That's unfortunate. Okay, I mean two Vandy Shields though. That's nice. Have prompts up to remind you to focus on though. Oh no. Rhino, how's it going? Hope you have a lovely Saturday as well. Yeah, and I would like to see some of the uniform clipping issues fixed. I know that's a very big complaint with this game. And hopefully the new character art team is, you know, aware of those issues and working on them. I think that's what we're probably going to see with the 15th. Thomas has hinted at some like TMP Lost Era stuff before, and I think the Arc Royale probably points towards that. Please fix the missing costume stuff. I think you should be able to just go right to those story missions, can't you? Like, if you want to do the Breen stuff... Where even is that in here? I don't even remember. Where did they toss all the Breen stuff? So it's all just in the available tab now? Okay. So yeah, you just go to the available tab and it'll be in there somewhere. Available from Admiral Quinn. Hold on a moment. It is getting a bit cold in this room. I've got the window open because the computer was warm, so I will be right back. Terrible. Okay. Oh, I wanted to ask too. So I got a new foam cover for the microphone because there were some complaints that there was like too many plosives and all that. So I'm gonna turn the mic off, swap it out, and I want you guys to tell me which sounds better to you. Does this sound any better? Elmac, how's it going? Casual ASMR? Terrible. Can't hear him with that cover on. It's great. Wow. So it doesn't sound any better? Does it sound worse? It's clearer, muffled. If I move closer, it's a tad better, I think, but not much. It's okay. It's more clear. Lower pitch. There's more mid-range and bass to it. Yeah. There's something else too. Let me try this. There's also some other options on this microphone for like a high pass gain, I think it is. So does this sound any different to you guys? Sound worse, better? It sounds like I'm on a phone. Okay, let me try turning that back off here. There we go. So the first was crisper. Okay. Thunderchild, how's it going? All three options are pretty much the same. You don't notice a difference. The first was crisper. For me, the second one was best. I can only tell the difference if you sing. Terrible. Now I'm gonna take this back off and put the original foam cover back on. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Sing the Star Trek theme? That's not gonna happen. Cheops? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Cheops, did you see what happened? Cheops, I'm gonna send you a message. So I bought that foam cover and I got something with it. Take a look at that. I bought the foam cover for $20 and it came with that. Okay. I missed something in chat. Anyone play exotic builds? Which of these should I get rid of? SIA, Photonic Officer, Improved Gravwell, 5 Magics, Exotic Modulation, Root of our enemies, kick them while they're down, REA. How much are you getting from Spore Infused right now? That legitimately is something we've been starting to see some people drop off some EPG builds. Not all, but some of the more console-focused ones have started to not run SIA. Terrible data. I don't do PvP. The only PvP I do in this game is on the exchange. As for actual, PvP, I used to do that. I used to do a lot of PvP back in the day, but I have no interest in doing it with how it has devolved in the current state of the game. LMAC, that is currently bugged. Terrible Singo. I do actually have... I have a Sagan right next to me. I don't want to show my address on screen. It's a big lockbox. Yeah. Make sure to keep your Sagan well supported. You don't want your Sagan sagging. Oh no. The issue with PvP right now is when you get to like actual high level PvP, it's just an endurance test. It's who can continuously hit the buttons, keep their rotations going right for the longest. I hear about PvP fights now where they're looking at, 45, 50 minutes between kills. Like, that's not fun. See, I'm not gonna go through the entire book here because this probably isn't gonna look the best off this camera. He's about to unlock a tier 6 ship. I am. It even comes with some foam that has fallen off. Bit of foam. This is the Stargazer from Fan Home. I unlocked a tier 6 ship. Yes, I did, and it's got foam all over it. Is it Sagan? Yes. Yes, it is. It is this is in STO as the Sagan Command Cruiser. It is a great tank platform, though it doesn't have any hangar bays, which means it's not relevant to the higher performance levels, but it is still, if you don't care about min-maxing, it's still fine. There's a bunch of foam stuck to different spots on this. The nacelles are a translucent blue there, so you can actually see through them, but that's hard with the camera angle and the lighting in here. But yeah, this feels good. The entire saucer is metal. Build quality is good, and these are from Fan Homes, so these are available in a few different countries. This was, if you have their subscription, this is the second month, and it, I think it was like 55, 60, 65 bucks. So the way I'm covering the cost on these is I'm selling the months that I don't care about, and because there seems to be limited supply, the months that I don't care about are still worth quite a bit. So for instance, I'm still looking to sell my Titan that I got with the first month, and the prices for that on like eBay have been just stupid. Got some extra foam in mine apparently. Can I kit bash it with a Miranda? Thornburg Media, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. Sorry, I just saw that notification. Do I have a sagging sag bracket in my computer? Yes, there is. There is an anti-sag bracket in the computer. It is hard to see because of the tinted window, but there is indeed an anti-sag bracket in there. Get a red flannel shirt and embrace the brawny man look. See you around. Sounds good, and thank you again for the raid. There we go. I don't have the notifications set up on just the camera view there. And remember, guys, if you're looking to level up characters, now is the time to do so. The experience weekend ends on the 14th, so if you want to get your characters leveled up, do it now. Just go through, you know, spam some patrols, do whatever you need to do the research assignments, just level up your characters. I used to have so many of these research assignments, and nowadays I have like next to none. But I'm going to start these, and this character's level 12 right now. Like, after you're just running a couple of these, it'll be up at 65. And that's good for me because I should get some more inventory slots being higher level if I recall, so. Next temporal event is going to be months from now. We're going to have a KDF event pop up probably about a month, little over a month from now. The temporal one, I don't remember when that was in the year. I think that was in the second half of last year, so it'll be a while. Singo? Board QPC? Nah, it is a big computer case, but it's not a board cube. The case I'm using, it's heavy. It's too heavy. Temporal was summer, if I remember correctly. Bughole, how's it going? Sorry, I forgot to respond to your comment there. Last time you leveled up a character was like 10 years ago. It's just a good time with the event going on. I'm gonna post some stuff up on the exchange here though while I'm on this character. I do have some more giveaways to do here in the near future. I just do not have the bandwidth to do them this weekend. Yeah, and yeah, definitely when the Klingon recruitment event pops up, if you guys don't have a Klingon, go ahead and make one. You're going to get some free goodies leveling up the Klingon character, and You're also, once you get up to 65, if you don't have the cross-faction flying unlock, you're going to get that. Sounds good, Sora. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff that was sent to me to give away. Today I just don't have the bandwidth for it. Wide arc ultimate cannons going up for 75 mil. What do I have DOF-wise? I got some Fed battery quartermasters, some blue ones. Let's put those up, see what the market's at. ADF battery DOFs are 78 million for the rares? What? The cheapest Fed is 150? No way. I'm gonna put 3 of those up, and if they sell, I doubt they're gonna sell at 75. That's crazy. Not a duo computer case. No, I've got a Lian Li V3000 plus. Yeah, okay, here it is. Yeah, I've got one of these. I've really, water cooling's been a hobby for me for a very long time. So this was like, when I saw GGF doing some videos about this, I was like, damn, I want this. And eventually, was able to pick one up for myself. They've dropped down to 200 at points. Yeah, this is just a big beefy case. The thing weighs like 80 pounds empty. Did they stop making the medic nurse DOFs? Those still drop from reinforcement DOF packs. It's just not many people go for them. The battery quartermasters drop from fleet support DOF packs, and they're not the most common. You have a KDF Delta left, everything else is done. How dare you? Those were my wide arc ultimates you undercut. Hey, it's market PvP. So for the nurses, those drop from the recruitment packs, which I guess are not in here anymore, are they? Yes, the recruitment packs are going to drop from lockboxes, and those would then have a chance to drop and give you your nurses or medics.
Double with Lita is a licensed product of
Sold it for 380. Wide arcs have come down quite a bit price wise. The demand just isn't there as much for them right now. Oh, my keybind's not here. Hold on. I had a lot of Borg DOFs bounce back. I hate when that happens. Now, when you guys have an exchange mail bounce back and there's the exchange sale expired, you have 40 sale slots per character on the exchange. And if you do not delete those mails, each of those will consume one of those slots. So if you have exchange sale expired, that will take away from how many listings you can have up on that character. So always make sure to clear them out. Steven? Chris? Okay, what did I just grab there? There's a couple of interesting Borg DOFs here, so let's check. 38. What's that going for right now? There's no KDF up. A bunch of feds, but when there's no KDF up, the KDF one is usually worth more, so that's going to go up for 200. The 42 is up next. My last 42 sold for I think 250, so I'm going to put this one up there again at that. 39. 290 there. Mox, Grendel, thank you for the follows. Yeah, I know, Singo. Would I pay Zen for quality of life unlocks? Loot all. I think those should. Well, auto offline dealer finding is already part of the lifetime essentially. So I think the loot all. This is evil, but people say that there needs to be more benefits for the lifetime sub. A loot all would be a really good perk for the lifetime sub. See the game screwed up traits again? Yeah. Okay, so why do people put up duty officers for a billion EC? There's a very good reason for it. Because you guys are not going to like this. Sometimes when someone's putting up a duty officer for a billion EC, they're underpricing it. Someone out there is not happy with that response. The reason, okay, so the reason that these things are so expensive, why is what's 26 at right now? I think 26 was higher than 27 last I looked. Okay, so 26 of 47 is a billion EC right now. Do you know how expensive it is to get a 26 of 47? To get a 26 of 47, the DOF pack those drop from have 45 potential DOFs. So if you're looking for a 26, it's a 1 out of 45 drop rate. That DOF pack, if you're opening the Infinity Lockbox, has a lower drop rate than the damn tier 6 ship box. The way that people get the Borg DOFs is not opening Infinity. Instead, they open the Borg Lockbox, where the drop rate is around 7 to 8% for the DOF packs. So you have a DOF pack that has a 7 to 8% drop rate. And then there's, you know, if you divide that by there being, but let's just say 7.5. So let me, and now let's divide that by 45. The chance when you're opening a Borg lockbox to get any one specific Borg DOF basically, you know, boils down to well under 1%. You know, 0.016% there basically. Or no, it'd be 0.16%. So the reason these DOFs are so expensive is because the DOF packs they drop from are just absurdly expensive to obtain. Was it Borg? Borg S should have been it. I'm not looking at the right category. So the DOF pack is expensive to obtain. You know, 8% drop rate basically from that lockbox, I think it was. And then you can go buy them off the exchange. You know, the packs there, you get one DOF per each of these packs that cost 90 million. Then you have a 1 out of 45 chance to get the specific duty officer you're looking for. The thing is when you're opening in a large quantity, that there's a reason these DOFs are so expensive. Because a lot of the Borg DOFs, they're not really that good. So you're looking at just a few of them where you're going to get your money back. You know, like all of them that are the fabrication engineers, like 8 of 47 is the only one that like had any value there for a little bit and nobody's using it anymore. So if you look at the fabrication engineers, you know, the packs cost 90 million per on average, and there's a 1 in 3 chance you're going to get a DOF that isn't worth more than 10 to 15 million. It's just a really rough market. The Borg DOFs, they're expensive because the entire duty officer, like the DOF packs need to be in a choice pack in Infinity, and until they are, there just isn't enough supply. I'm going off on this really weird tangent right now. There's a reason they're expensive. That's the summary. They are in Infinity. The Borg DOFs are in the Infinity lockbox. They just have a lower drop rate than the tier 6 ship box because there's so many DOF packs in there and they're not in a choice pack. So the chance to get each individual duty officer pack when opening Infinity is just, it's absurdly small. CasualSAB, the Wolf of Starfleet. Oh no. Terrible, Steven. Don't let him fool you. They're expensive because Spencer has a deal with Cryptic. Expose the truth. Oh no. So when you're looking at those DOFs, as crazy as it sounds, the reality is when you see one put up at like, you know, $1 billion, sometimes the person selling that may actually be taking a loss. Is 26 still broken and giving all damage? As far as I'm aware, 26 and 31 are. Deca supplies him with a constant stream of battery quartermasters. Oh my. Imagine. I've got a bunch of KDF ones and they're not selling. This one just bounced back. Let me see what they're going for right now. That 800 million? Okay, this is going up for 750. Big discount. So which is more likely? Sab singing like the Star Trek theme or the Borg Doff dropping? The Borg Doff. You guys don't need to hear me sing. Hey, I do have another Solo Elite video, Steven. I do have one incoming. No joke. No joke. I went through, and because I just hate myself so much, I did a solo Elite to Hell with Honor with the Mirror Strike Wing, and the final DPS was over 1 million. So there is another solo Elite video coming at some point. Sing Blue Skies? Oh no. The Hell with Honor is basically 100 stacks to ruin the entire map. Yeah, it's lovely. Hey, new community manager, Fa Buff when? Unfortunately, Royal Flush Elite just requires you to be in too many spots at the same time. I tried, but I just am not fast enough for that. There's 3 lanes, and it's hard to cover all 3 lanes. Thing Life Farms. Yeah. When do I think we will hear from Deca? Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Like, I imagine they'll start to communicate in the lead up to the anniversary. Like, there's barely anyone left from Cryptic. Like, they have to start talking at some point. And if the 15th anniversary is like their first major release, essentially, then they need to be communicating ahead of it. And I think we may finally hear from them. Terrible Steven. Did I forget to do my Dillbot farming? The Dillax has come down. Can you imagine if I actually did have a bot farm? Imagine all the dilithium I'd have, all the EC. Show us those cryptic lock boxes. Isn't it just the cryptic lock boxes are basically they get all the contents from the lock boxes? Like it's just a pack that has everything in it. Where's Nick when I need to feed conspiracy theories? Nick is probably sleeping because it is. I mean, it's noon here, but it's probably like 4 a.m. for him. Yeah, I thought those boxes, the ones Kale had, I'm pretty sure. I mean, from what I'm aware, those boxes just basically give you everything that the lockbox or the new content drop had. What's a good price to buy a 31 to 47? I don't know what they're at on the market. I mean, 600, 700 for the Borgdos right now for a good one. That doesn't seem unreasonable. Best price is whatever Spencer lists them at. Oh no. Some of the things you say, Chiaps. Monopoly stream. There's been no TFOs other than the red alert because I don't want to set up my traits right now. I like your alt account name, Moondoc the best. Terrible. I remember 6-figure T6s. I remember that for the I remember mirror ships being that low, but actual tier 6 ships not in under $1 million. I remember a time when keys were under $1 million. That was a fun time. There's been too much EC inflation now in the game. They need to do an EC sync, and honestly, a GPL sync is an EC sync. The gold Ferengi ship needs to go in there for like a couple $100 million. Yeah, a long time ago, keys were that cheap. Even. I remember buying T5 mirror ships for 40k to have ships for the Admiralty when it first came out. That doesn't. Yeah, I remember that. I remember mirror ships basically having no purpose until Admiralty came out, and I do remember them being dirt cheap. Yeah. When the fix goes live, we're gonna have to fix everything. I don't imagine the fix will actually fix retroactively our trades and all that. Remember when you could make missions? The Foundry system was nice. Vic, how's it going? Pretty much just chatting right now because I don't feel like building out my ships again. I'm just gonna go through see if any of my Borg docs are worth posting right now. Do I still have a video of the old plasma meta? Probably somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have a video of the old plasma meta somewhere. Will console get the loadout bug? I would hope not. I would sincerely hope that you guys do not get it. Okay, 47 KDF is expensive. When you're doing doffing on the market, there you have to remember to look at the right faction for your doffs. You'll see it with the blue and red icon at the top right of them, but you just want to make sure you're pricing correctly for the faction you're selling on. Sometimes it's better to do doffing on the KDF side because sometimes there's a lack of supply. Sometimes it's better to go on the Fed side just because there is just so much more demand. It is a fun thing to try and balance out. Now, are you talking about 27? 959? Hey, Bridger. One of those is mine. When I put mine up at 960, there was one at 980. I remembered after we talked the other day. I'll pull mine down for you, okay? And then there'll only be one, and someone will buy it and flip it. Yeah. It's fine. The 24s are a bit cheap right now, too. Fun thing for the seller that has 50 of them for sure. You will pay in another way? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's always a concerning thing to hear. Salty, how's it going? What? Oh. I don't know what you're talking about. My bank is perfectly fine. This one's been cleared out quite a bit, though. As this is, there's not actually much of value in this bank right now. I do need to pop these kit module boxes, though. You just won one? Nice. Congrats. There's unfortunately been a few cases of that, Vic, so I don't really remember. Bravely, how's it going? I have enough BC for a master key. We're getting some gambling today. $15 Lobby. And a weapon pack. I guess another ultimate there. See if I get a DHC. Those are selling well right now. Yeah. There was a few, I mean, I don't remember which TeamSpeak. There was a few different TeamSpeaks back in the day. Selling better now Spencer has mentioned them. Terrible. So is a bug looking somewhere? No wonder his ground content is only exchanged at the full time. Yeah. I mean, if you engage with the market enough, it will eat up a bit of time. Is the Health Honor TFO always up on PC? Yeah, yeah. The Health Honor is always available. That was a very long time ago. Console doesn't have it. Really? Yeah, on PC, the Telethon TFO is there. Yeah. I'm gonna pop some more of these research assignments on my other character. Again, guys, take advantage of that while the double XP's up. It's up on Xbox, I think. We'll check. Yeah, I mean it should be. Captain MD, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Yeah, the Health Honor with a good team is really fun. Yeah, I've been doing the YouTube for... When was my first STO video on this channel? I gotta look it up. December 2013. I mean, I had another channel before this that I think I did uploads in 2012 on, but yeah, I've been doing the YouTube for a while, and there's also some really old PvP videos here. From a very, very long time ago. Breakfast Club. Yeah, there was some stuff in here. Breakfast Club versus the Second Fleet, I think it was. Terrible salty. TeamSpeak, but the... Oh, no. yeah. Yeah, there was some interesting servers back in the day for sure. Now he defeats his enemies through commerce. Yeah, I don't do PvP anymore. Health Honor is not on Xbox? That's weird. So that entire TFO is just not there right now? No signs of it? That's weird. Huh. Astute with the market. I have no idea what you're talking about. It was always fun. Lockboxes, they can be very unprofitable if you go at them poorly. But there were always lockboxes that were just so damn profitable. Tal Shiar back in the day. I have a lot of good memories of standing right here, pretty much, right next to the exchange console or the bank console, like right here on New ROM. And what I would do is open the Tal Shiar lockbox because back in the day, the Plasmonic Leech was super popular. It was on basically every build. And that was just the way you got it, was the lockbox pretty much back then. Avery, thank you for the follow. How's it going? Yeah, the Tal Shiar lockbox back in the day, before Infinity existed, that was so profitable. All your memories are from next gen exchange console? Terrible. That when the Infinity lockbox came out, I made so much EC right away. because the bots have always been around, but back in the day I imagine there's still a few around, but there used to be a lot of exchange bots around as well. And when Infinity dropped, like that brought in just a sudden surge of all this lockbox stuff, like Chemosite, all these traits and all that. And the bots were looking for all those items under a certain price point. So when Infinity dropped, the people running those bot farms, they hadn't changed and corrected things because they didn't know. And basically it just drained so much of their resources. It was a great time. Though those gold sellers, the bot farmers, they lost so much EC in those first few days of Infinity. It was great. Like you would open Infinity, you get a bridge officer manual, and back then Chemosite laced weaponry, like before Infinity, Chemosite, just a manual of that would cost you 150 to 200 million EC for a single manual. So when the Infinity dropped and you got the choice pack with them, you could just you would open 10 lock boxes. You'd probably get like 2 chemos, and you'd put them up on the market, and you'd get enough EC to buy like 20-30 keys. Like, it was just stupid. It was so stupid. And the bot farms, you basically in the first 24 to 36 hours, if you were opening Infinity, it was just legitimately like free EC. You were just draining the bot farms of their EC because they were just using all their EC to buy all this stuff up. Spencer wants to be the Kit Boga of the STO exchange. Oh no. Where do I get Borg boxes? If you want to go for the Borg lock boxes, you have to buy them off the exchange now. The Borg lock boxes, they're expensive. Do not redeem. Oh, that clip, yeah, the do not redeem. Yeah, Kit Boga like dealing with the scammer for an entire day, who's trying to scam him out of like a Google Play gift card, and Kit Boga then goes in and, oh, no, I did not mean you, phone. I said Google and my phone just started thinking I was talking to it. But after like a day, he goes and redeems the code on like the fake website he'd set up, and the scammer just lost it, thinking he just lost like, you know, a couple $100 or a couple thousand. Are there still a lot of bot farmers? I mean, you can, if we look at the external places where they participate, there clearly is. There needs to be a crackdown from the devs. The issue is that some of the ways that these bot farms are operating is like Admiralty, botting Admiralty. And getting the devs to crack down on that without also hitting legitimate players, that's going to be a bit of time and effort on their part. And I don't know if that's something in the cards realistically near term. So is there still bot farms? Absolutely. There are still bot farms that are having an impact on the market, both the EC market and the DillX economy. You know, but both of those markets still have bot farms impacting them. It's just a matter of, will DECA actually address them? I think they just have other, there's bigger fish to fry right now. Yeah, I mean, Bughole, that's the thing is, the bot farmers have built themselves back up enough, and they've been able to just run, you know, without the devs contesting them for such a long time, that they do feel confident enough that they can, they feel that they can start to advertise in game again. Yeah. Now, I think I talked about this recently, but someone had brought up, you know, what about selling the Phoenix items, like the Epic Phoenix tokens, through the exchange, like just selling them for EC. On paper, that sounds like a great idea. Like, I've got too many of these damn epic tokens that I can't use. I'd love to be able to give them, trade them away. But when you think about it a bit longer, that is terrible. That would be terrible for the game, because all that is doing is providing these really large dilithium bot farms with a way to get rid of their, to trade their dilithium that they farmed for EC, rather than waiting 2 months for it to be processed through the Dilex. Like instead of just screwing over the Dilex economy, then those bot farms are even further screwing over the EC economy. It's until something like that wouldn't work until there was a much more aggressive stance against these bot farms and gold sellers from the devs. Bridger, correct. You can no longer lose EC on the exchange, because if you sell something that would put you over the 2 billion cap, it will go to your mail, and the buyer of the item would have their item sent to them in the mail as well. Yeah, there needs to be something new in the Epic Store. I was almost thinking, with the Epic Store, what if they put a ship in there where there was no other way to get it? Like a brand new ship just directly in the Epic Store. Like, I don't know what the economics of that all would be like, but what if there was just a brand new ship that nobody's ever had before, and it just went straight into the Epic Phoenix Store? Give it a meta trait, give it the Thaw Extender. Mark the Chief, give it the Thaw Extender. That would be diabolical. There is no T7. The T7 ships would be the end of the game. Tier 6 ships were almost the end of the game. People were so ticked off when Tier 6 ships came out because it rendered all the T5s obsolete. And now that there's been a decade of Tier 6, they can't do that. Instead of T7s, you're just going to see more expansion with like T6X3, stuff like that. Legendary is not. The legendary, the people saying legendary is T7, that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing special about legendary ships. Other than the fact that they come with the consoles and traits from the previous iterations of those ships, and they have a starship trait on them that unlocks account wide. No, right now we only have T6X2. But instead of giving us Tier 7, they're just going to continue to expand on the ships we already have with more expansion. The thing is, legendary ships, like when you remove the legendary for the name and you look at the stats of them, they're no different from your other ships. They're the only thing that makes them legendary is that they have the items from the previous ships of that line, the consoles, traits, skins, and they get that extra starship trait that unlocks account wide. That is it. They're like, when you're looking at the actual stats of the ships, there are other C-store ships out there that are better than legendary ships. There's premium ships that are better than legendary ships. You don't hear people going out and saying lockbox ships are Tier 7 when lockbox ships are often better than most of the legendaries. Like, the legendaries are not Tier 7. That was never a thing. Make it an Intel Temp 4.3, so it's... Yeah, Jeff. A 5.3 Savritos, I mean? Oh, no. But just imagine the chaos there'd be, the deal sync it'd be if there was like an actually really good ship or like really good trait console, something brand new put into the Epic Phoenix Store instead of being introduced anywhere else. Like, just that would be an interesting experiment. I mean, the Legendary Avenger is very comparable to a Vodwar Jug, an Ariori Juggernaut. They're all, those three ships are very closely aligned. Yeah, you'd love that, Cheops, wouldn't you? And yes, Mara, we were on that myth, yes. Yeah, at this point, like, I need to just bring the chat over because we're not even, like, doing anything in the game. Swap these around. Do something in the game? Well, I mean, I was doing some market stuff, but I am probably going to wrap things up here soon. Private Felix, thank you for the follow. There we go. I think what I did for the Q&A recently was I did this and then, where is it? Properties, oh no, it's filters. There we go. Good enough. Do war crime. I'm doing nothing in the game. I mean, it's hard, right? We got the bug going on right now where all of our traits were reset. Like, I don't feel like sending them all up right now. I don't have the bandwidth for that. Do I think we'll ever see any more TOS content? I mean, John, for the 15th anniversary, the ships in that bundle, we already have one that's like well, not TOS, but TMP era themed. Will we see more TOS content? I mean, anything's possible. New Captain's Table episode is pretty good. Nice, yeah, it was fun, and very quick turnaround on that, Mara. Very quick editing on that, because we recorded that last Sunday. The one before, it was like we recorded it like 2-3 weeks ahead of time. This was a really good turnaround. You're currently running a Mir Star Cruiser because LOL. Yeah. I'm like a real life Peter Griffin. Aw, thank you. I also want to thank you for your reply for my message on skill tree, even though you don't do PvP. Yeah, I'd say any PvP stuff, something niche like that, just ask people involved with that community. Data, all you have to do is say PvP in a Discord that Data's in, and he's gonna see it. I'm pretty sure, Data, if you're here, you're like searching for PvP on a daily basis on these damn servers to see if anyone said anything, haven't you? Like, you're doing that. You say PvP, and Data's gonna find you, and he's gonna help you. He's gonna drag you into his PvP circles and make you hate everything. He's not here right now. He would have already said something. Nick would be Chris. That's absolutely true. Running a Toughly 19,000 hull. Where can one find the captain's table? So when you're above ESD, do you see the big portal? That big blue portal next to the ESD? You say PvP and he burst in? Yeah, pretty much. Geops. Oh, you're talking about that. Oh my! I heard you say captain's table, and I just defaulted to the one in STO. I'm just having that much of a mind blank. Oh no. I was thinking the captain's table map over here, the blue portal. Yeah, yeah, it's over on Mara's channel. I'd link to it in the video channel on the Discord. That Earth model is just so much better. And it does rotate. Like if you guys sit here and just watch it, the Earth rotates. So you give it enough time, you'll see everything. Yeah. Nice, Sora. Yeah, get some nice new screenshots with the new Earth. Absolutely. Yeah, it'll rotate. General Chang's Bird of Prey, it's on the game, and I'd love it with the Commander Intel C and Lieutenant Commander Pilot. 5-2 weapon layout would be amazing. Yeah. Just really good detail here. They did a really good job. But look, I am going to wrap things up here. We're coming up on 3 hours. So if there's any final questions you guys have, feel free to drop them in. I know we didn't really do a single thing in the game today other than post things on the exchange and a red alert. And somehow the stream is 3 hours. There's lots of questions. So we got lots of things answered. It's the tier 3 Valdor that has the console, but the legendary Valdor also has it. What about the flat earthers? I don't know what to say for them. Yeah, Lonnie. Basically, with the loadouts, you'll probably have to fix them when you'll have to go through them and fix all the traits on them when they push the fix out. You came to watch Days of Doom, so you're a little bummed. Terrible. Yeah. There is multiple Discords linked in the description down below. I don't really get in voice chat anymore. That doesn't really happen for me much nowadays. But yeah. Are there plans for Captain's Table episodes to invite guests for specific topics? I believe so. Yeah. I already know some of the people that Sheops is wanting to bring on. I don't think Mara knows yet. I know Mara's got some ideas as well. About to be a lot of messages on Discord. Okay, yep. Right, Felix, hope you did as well. Okay, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys around. Are we going to see an updated Invasion Zone Alpha Quadrant? I don't know. Goodbye.